Hello again, it's Zippy Autos, and it's back to yet another, the notorious, my temperature gauge doesn't work properly, it's always in the cold, etc, etc. So, after making sure that the thermostat's all okay, and making sure you can do that using going through the ECU, some live data, checking that way. And making sure that the coolant head temperature sensor is given the right signal. What you can do next is you can check the onboard computer, which I don't know if you can see. Oh, apologies. Oh, dear me. You can see there. It's a bit awkward to get in there, but that's saying it's 24 centigrade, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because on the live data you can see, hopefully you can see, gosh, out of focus. That it's saying is 10 degrees. So what we've done is we've established that the live data is okay, and the clocks is giving us the wrong temperature. So what I'm going to do now is, I've noticed that when the ignition's turned off, the coolant temperature gauge, I'll turn it off now. I've already adjusted this one, but it's sitting in an okay place at the moment. But before, it was sitting further down to the left. So what I've done is I've taken this off. You have to undo some screws and bolts. It's quite easy to get off, he says. Trying to do it one-handed. Move it out of the way. Right, so what you can do is, you're very gentle and very careful. Okay, if your gauge is sitting down here, like quite a bit below, what you can do is just gently turn this around, with ignition off though, has to be with ignition off. Turn it around, okay, and eventually it will stop. Alright, mine stopped there now. Alright, I'm not going to adjust this because it's already adjusted, ready to go. But then all you need to do is just gently give that a gentle little push up. Alright, gentle little push up, and you'll feel it move. You'll feel this move on the spindle itself, and then when you go back, you'll find that it is in a different place. Alright, so slightly, mine has gone very slightly up. Okay, so I'm going to just take it a little bit back, and again just very gently push it back. Alright, you'll feel resistance because it's been on this spindle for a very long time, but they're just pushed on. So you can just gently, once you feel that stop, do either way. Okay, and if you go too far, then go back to the other stop, which is where I am now, and you can push it back further down again. And just keep doing that until eventually you get to a point where you're happy that it's sitting on the white line, or just below the white line maybe, just like there. Okay, and then that's it. That is it. I can guarantee you that when you then start your car and you drive along, that temperature gauge will work better. It's a cheat, yes, but for people who are getting frustrated and they can't work out what's going on, as long as the live data is telling you that you're at the right you're the right temperature, then you know it's nothing to do with the ECU. It's got nothing to do with the sensors. It's the clocks. And potentially what's happened is a little tiny stepper motor behind these, and you can actually get them, you can replace them. What we'll probably find is when you take it out is that the gears behind, if you take it off and then you get to your stepper motor behind, it's usually when you just gently prise them open with a screwdriver, you'll find that this tiny, I mean tiny, so only do this if you're quite confident, but tiny little gears in there, and I can almost guarantee you that some of those teeth will be missing. And I believe what happens then is it doesn't push the needle further across. So actually your temperature in actual live data is absolutely fine. It's just your gauge hasn't got enough teeth to push that across. So just by adjusting it slightly, you're kind of cheating it a little bit. You're kind of going further back on the teeth, so therefore you're giving yourself more teeth to kind of go up, if that makes sense. And if that doesn't work, then I would say you need to replace your stepper motor. Okay, and I'll make a video on that later. Okay guys, so I hope that has helped. For all those poor people out there who are just screaming at their car and at their mechanic saying, why is it not fixed? It's still not, the gauge still isn't right, it's still in the cold. Then this will definitely do it. Okay, but again, like I said to you before, it's only as it is now, it's fine. It's only if notice your needle is further down here. All right, so I'll do my other finger maybe. So if your needle is lower down here and you think that's about a segment out or more, then you definitely can adjust that needle to a better place, because they can move. They can move. Okay, so I hope that's helped someone. And if you like what I've just told you, then subscribe, ring that bell as Scotty says, and I'll post another one about the stepper motors. Lovely. Okay, thank you. Bye bye now.